Zhenya and this is Zhenya's kitchen. Today we're gonna show you one of the coolest, fastest in a way recipes that we're not making all the way from scratch. What we're gonna do is we bought this spinach ricotta raviolis. This is a little bit over a pound. You can buy any kind of raviolis you want, and we're going to make some chicken to go with it, and we're gonna layer it with cheeses, and we're gonna make our own sauce, and we're gonna make it. So we're making ravioli bake. Let's start with the chicken. So here I have 2 chicken thighs, boneless, skinless. I'm going to try and trim a little bit of the fat off. And you can cut it any way you want. You can even leave it whole, cook it first, and then you can slice it. But I figured it'll cook faster if I slice it now. So I'm just gonna do some of this thin pieces like this. You can use chicken breast too. You can use already pre-sliced breast. You can use anything you want. So this is what we're gonna do. So we're gonna continue slicing it. I'm gonna meet you at the frying pan. So we have a pan and it's about medium-high temperature. We have our chicken, we have our seasonings. Let's put some pepper on it, just a little bit, not even a half a teaspoon, about probably a half a teaspoon of salt. And we're gonna do some garlic powder. Garlic powder, yes. Just a little bit, about the same, half a teaspoon. New olive oil bottle. So let's put some oil down. It is going to smoke fast because it is pretty hot. If you want to use a different oil, feel free. Whoa. Don't drop things like I do. It takes just a second for the oil to get hot. And we're gonna put season side down. So we don't have to cook it all the way through. We just need to give it some color. Let's give it 30 seconds. I'll come back to you. So now really quickly, we're going to season the other side. Whoops. Try not to drop things like me. And flip the meat. Beautiful. All right, 30 more seconds, and I'm gonna come back to you with a plate full of chicken. So while the chicken is cooking, we're going to chop the onion for the sauce, and we're gonna continue using the same pan because Noah has a lot of flavor in it already. That oil is flavored to a T with chicken juices and with all the spices. So we're gonna chop 1 onion. You can use any other vegetables you want. I figured we already have spinach inside the ravioli here, so we don't need to do any more. The onion is chopped. I'll meet you back at the frying pan. So all we have to do now, sauce and then arrange it and bake it. So as I said, we're saving all the drippings and we're gonna put onion in here. Woo! We're gonna let it cook for about a minute or so. The heat is still pretty high. For a few minutes, we'll come back. So the onion just in a minute got beautiful and a little bit brown. So I just lowered the heat to medium. I have flour here. Try not to put too much. It was about a tablespoon. So I'm gonna look around here. If you see almost no white flour left, that's when you make your next smooth. We're gonna add the milk. I just have 2% milk, so that's all we buy. And we're gonna go for about a cup of milk. You can always put a little less, a little more. And now we're gonna let it cook. We're gonna put just a little bit more of garlic, just because I like the aroma. And you can cook garlic with it. You can use the fresh garlic and cook it together with the onion. Just put it in almost last just because if garlic burns and it burns quickly, it's gonna become bitter. So I'm gonna give it about a minute just to start simmering a little bit, and I can clean up and we can get ready for layering the ravioli bake. So let's start arranging the whole thing. First thing first, I tasted the sauce just right now. It really needs a little salt for my liking. So I'm gonna put about a teaspoon of salt in here because the onion is pretty sweet once you cook it. And to my liking, I like this whole dish to be more savory. And somehow the sweetness of an onion was not doing it when I tasted it. This should be perfect. Another thing, so we have our chicken, we have our ravioli. I have a bowl of fresh mozzarella cheese. I think it's 4 ounces. So I'm just going to do just big ugly pieces, whichever way. You can buy pre-sliced if you want. Not that fancy. And watch for your fingers. All right. And you can always break it later. So this is what we're gonna start with. We're gonna do just a little bit of sauce on the bottom, so everything doesn't hopefully stick. Okay, now we're gonna do a layer of our raviolis. And let's see how many will fit in here. Oh, they're a little stuck together. I got 9. I got 11 raviolis. Now I'm gonna put the chicken. You can cut it smaller if you want. I'm gonna put some of the cheese. You can use shredded cheese too. You can do anything you want. You can use red sauce if you like. You can do, I mean, this dish is so versatile. Before deciding to tape it, we already tried quite a few different versions of this. And I'm just gonna put some sauce on it. Okay. Now let's do this again. And you can do, so since the dish is gonna get taller, you can do more raviolis on the top, and you can put all of the chicken if you want in the middle. Make like almost a ravioli sandwich. Whatever works for you. I think I can possibly, nope. I have few left, let me see. I'm gonna put them on sides here. I think it will be perfect. Put the rest of the chicken on it. You give it a little bit of chicken juices. Now I'm gonna put some sauce. I'm gonna change it up a little bit. And then I'm gonna put, maybe I'll put all of the sauce. Let's just do all of the sauce. Let's go crazy. Let's put the sauce and then let's put the cheese on the top. So that way the top will be nice and melty and cheesy. Oh, and beautiful. Gotta get it all out. All right. And especially if you see some naked pieces of just ravioli, you want to cover it with cheese so they don't dry out. This cheese is wonderful. It's so creamy. It melts beautifully. And has less calories than other cheese. Come on. We're almost talking diet food right here. Not really. We're talking delicious. All right. 350 ovens on. I'm gonna time it. I'll come back to you for bubbly, cheesy, the most amazing taste test ever. So this was in the oven for exactly 55 minutes. You can go a little less, you can go a little more, it's up to you. So let's get a taste test. Let's get a ravioli. It's a little stuck in there. Get a piece of chicken so you can try everything. Okay, still pretty hot. The only thing this cheese is not, when it gets a little cooked on the top, it's not as pretty, but who cares, it's delicious. Looks creamy, looks good. Hot. So good. Ravioli cooked perfectly. The cheese is a little bit crispy on the top here. And chicken is tender. Flavor is amazing. I can still taste all the garlic I put on that chicken. It's so good. It complements so well. This is a really good dinner. This is really good for a big crowd. You can make this as big as you want. You can put any meat or no meat at all. This is really good. I'm Zhenya. This is Zhenya's Kitchen. Don't forget to subscribe. And this is my take on ravioli bake.